There you go, Jill and Gonda, and that is If You Don't Want My Love. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Really appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow 9:30. More of the usual. Jeremy Vine is up next. Get in touch, get involved with the show.
Thank you, Vernon. So good to hear your brilliant show today. And I love Rob Brydon on Tracks in My Ears. Jeremy Vine Show, BBC Radio 2. Today, Fiona Phillips reveals she has Alzheimer's disease at only 62. Is there a story like that in your family? A woman who appears on the adult website OnlyFans put up posters advertising her page. Someone then spray paints on them, "Keep porn off our streets." The expansion of the ultra-low emission zone, or ULEZ, in London is due to cover the whole city. Have you already taken action to avoid it, e.g. by buying a classic car or an agricultural vehicle? And the performer Bebe Rexha is now wearing protective eye goggles after somebody threw their phone at her on stage. Can you believe it? They were hoping she would use it.
BBC Radio 2.
So we're talking about performers now having things thrown at them when they're on stage. It's the new thing. Let's go to the newsroom first, though, and hear the very latest from Nick Qureshi.
The Minister has indicated she expects the number of people waiting for NHS treatment in England will go beyond the current record high of 7.4 million. Speaking on the 75th anniversary of the health service, Maria Caulfield said the figure had gone up rapidly because the NHS was offering more procedures. She was pressed on Sky News about how many more patients would be added to the waiting list.
I'm not going to say a figure because there's a whole range of reasons why people go onto the waiting list. It may be for operations, it may be for investigations.
But it's going to get worse before it gets better.
We've always been clear about that, and the Prime Minister has been clear that getting that waiting list down is one of his key priorities, but he's also been honest that that will go up before it comes down.
A special service has been held at Westminster Abbey to mark the NHS anniversary. 1,500 health workers joined royalty and politicians in the past hour. The head of the water industry watchdog has defended Ofwat's performance and told the BBC that Thames Water customers will not be made to cover the cost if the UK's biggest supplier collapses. But David Black warned there had been some reluctance on the part of Thames Water investors to stump up new money to help the company, which has estimated debts of £14 billion. Disability campaigners say they're deeply concerned about plans to close most train station ticket offices in England. The industry body, the Rail Delivery Group, says only 12% of tickets are now bought over the counter. The charity, the RNIB, says a mass closure would have a detrimental impact on blind and partially sighted people's ability to buy tickets. Jürgen Meyer from the Northern Powerhouse Partnership says there are ways to assist passengers.
What I think we should be seeing is, lots of members of staff around the concourse where there is ticket machines helping people. A little bit like you see on automated checkouts in supermarkets. So I think you can close ticket offices but still be customer friendly in helping customers get their tickets.
The head of the Metropolitan Police, Sir Mark Rowley, says prosecutors are in the advanced stages of deciding whether officers involved in the Stephen Lawrence murder investigation should face misconduct charges. Sir Mark was speaking to members of the London Assembly after a BBC report named a sixth suspect in the murder of the black teenager and said the force had seriously mishandled inquiries related to Matthew White. He died in 2021. Sir Mark said the report was misleading, pointing out that White had twice been arrested previously and charges filed with the Crown Prosecution Service.
On both occasions, CPS decided there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute. I'm not saying that to be critical, I'm just making it as a fact. So he has been in the inquiry for a long time, has been twice arrested, and the evidence has been twice considered by us and by CPS, and unfortunately it wasn't sufficient. So to suggest it's a new suspect is not accurate.
To tennis, and 87 matches are on the order of play for the third day of Wimbledon. Yesterday's rain meant just 8 were completed, among them Andy Murray's win. A number of British players are in action today, including Jodie Burrage, Katie Boulter and Arthur Fahey. And that's the BBC News, Jeremy, at 4 minutes past 12.
Great, OK, thank you. In 4 words, Fiona, posters, ULEZ, goggles. That's basically